Hey guys, it's BiXX. Welcome to another Mentoring Monday. Today's topic is the continuation of my talk on failure. Specifically, I'd like to talk about the fear of failure.
You know, with people on the phone, with starting a company, with whatever. If you're afraid of failing, you won't get very far.
So stepping out of our comfort zone creates stress, and most people are afraid to fail. We play the what if game. What are the potential impacts on my situation if I fail? What's the probability? What if, what if, what if? The result of all this negative self-talk is the stress and fear. We often systematically underestimate both our own resources and the resources of others who are willing to provide support. I sold my company way too early in its life because I was afraid that I was going to screw it up. I underestimated my own abilities to keep growing, learning, and evolving. I did not realize that I had a very strong growth mindset. We often overestimate the probability of failure. If we fail at something, or even in our company, it doesn't make us a failure, it just means that we learned. We can have an impact on the degree of fear we are experiencing by diving into what we are afraid of and why. So I was afraid to start my own company for a long time because I focused on the fear. I did not think about the specifics of exactly what I was afraid of. Once I wrote these down and focused on them, I realized I was already good in these areas because I was currently doing them for someone else, my boss. And I even would be better doing them for myself. Don't allow the fear of failure to paralyze you. Focus on the life that you want. You have to recognize that pursuing and achieving your biggest goals in life is an obligation. It's not about you. It's also not about the life that you want. It's far more important than that. Fear of failure is an automatic loss. If you don't take action, you guarantee a loss. So failure is part of the process. You cannot win without it. If you want a life of torture, keep dreaming and planning without taking action. Every successful person has had to overcome fear of failure. They aren't more talented than you, they're just more willing to fail. Don't let fear get in the way of your obligation. It's time to be an example for others and an inspiration as well. It is your duty to yourself. Eliminate fear by taking action. Just start. You'll figure it out along the way. You may not understand this because you've not gone through the journey. I promise you, failing and learning from failure is part of the journey. Get out of your own way by executing. Overcome your fear of failure now. In closing, I'd like to recommend a book by Andy Frisella called The Book on Mental Toughness. This will really help you overcome any fears of failure. So tune in next week where I'll continue this talk on failure. And remember, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. Cheers.